Hi, it's Antoine from Research Education. I just shot 2 videos going over narrative tenses, good explanations that actually lead students to develop their fluency. The whole idea was, through storytelling, to lead students to understanding that narrative tenses all have a purpose. Grammar is not evil. If there's a grammar element that serves no use in communication, it disappears. So we led our learners to the conclusions that, hey, V2 or didn't plus V1 moves our story. Was, were plus Ving paints a picture. It gives the context. And had plus V3 gives background. It explains the past. These explanations are very powerful. They really help learners master those skills, and instead of just being able to fill in the blanks and pass tests, they can actually use it in a very fluent and natural way while telling stories. Well, to follow that up, we are going to help students build their reflexes. So I highly recommend you check out 3D stories on Research Education. Each card comes with a simple sentence in V2. And the whole idea is that students should take this as their main story, and they should very quickly come up with a was, were plus Ving to paint a picture, and, if it's at their level, a had plus V3 to explain the past. So it works a bit like this. I'm going to do a 3D story race right now with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to shuffle first so that it's a surprise, because don't forget, to build reflexes, we need surprises. All right, ready, steady, go. I saw my favorite movie star. Yes, she was sipping a coffee at the cafe, and I was really surprised because I had read the day before that she was in Iceland shooting her new movie. I broke my leg. Yeah, I broke my leg. I was running outside and, well, I'd forgotten my good winter boots, so I just slipped. I found the keys to a new car. I was just walking down the road, you know. I wasn't paying attention to anything. And it's really funny because I had lost my car keys the day before. I broke my TV. Yeah, I broke my TV. I was watching this game, I was watching this football game, and sadly my team lost, and honestly, I was furious. I just lost it because the day before, my favorite basketball team had lost as well, so I just broke my TV. I got sick. Well, in the current circumstances around the world, I won't expand on that one. I'm going to imagine a different sickness. I got sick. Yeah, I got sick. I was celebrating the end of the year with my friends, and I ate something bad. I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't thought that actually fish can go bad. And I ate some bad fish. I won the lottery! That's just right after I got sick. Right after I got sick, I was, I was thinking about life, and I made a very big decision that I actually had never, ever in my life taken part in a lottery, so I got a lottery ticket and I won. It was amazing. My boss fired me. Yeah, my boss fired me because, there I was celebrating in the office, celebrating after winning the lottery, and I got a bit too confident. I started telling my boss things that he didn't want to hear. Let's face it, I hadn't been working very well over the past year anyways, so my boss fired me. My friend ate my sandwich. I cannot not think of Ross. Yes, there I was working at the museum. I was taking my lunch break, and my friend ate my sandwich, even though Ross had told him the day before not to eat other people's sandwiches. My hat flew off my head. Well, I live in St. Petersburg. It's very windy here, and I was walking down the embankment of the River Neva, and my hat just flew off my head. It's really a shame because I'd lost my first hat the day before. I'm hatless now, completely hatless. I went from having 2 hats to 0 hats in 2 days. I spilled coffee on the president. Well, I mean, it's still 2020, so we still have the same president down there in the US, and I'll say he deserved it. I spilled coffee on the president. He was bragging, and he was just going on and on about some amazing achievement of his again. So I just spilled coffee on the president. I was like, doesn't matter, I'll spill coffee on you. And honestly, I'd been thinking about spilling the coffee on that president for over 4 years now. No, just about 4 years. A bird sat on my shoulder. Yeah, well, that was amazing. That was amazing. I mean, I got thrown out of the White House, of course, after spilling that coffee on the president. Not for long. Still, just a little bit to go. So, yes, I got chucked out of the White House for spilling coffee on the president. And I was feeling really bad about myself after being chucked out. I thought maybe I did something wrong. But then a bird sat on my shoulder. And I remember that every time I did something right in my life, somehow an animal came and touched me. On my shoulder, my arm, things like that. So that made me feel a lot better about myself. It hadn't happened to me in a while. And finally, the last one, I started crying. I can't think of any reason why. Why would I start crying? You know, I'm a man. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. So there you have it. This is 3D stories. Check it out. Get it on Resource Education, because with the simple explanations of, hey, V2 didn't plus V1 moves your story. Was, were plus Ving paints a picture, gives context. Had plus V3 gives background or explains the past. Your students are ready to master these skills. How do you do that? Move on to building reflexes and to developing fluency with these very simple 3D stories. It's right there on Resource Education. Is this going to be my last video of the year?